Thank you. I was just debating.
All right, we are live. Recording to the computer has begun.
According to the cloud, all set.
Backup is rolling.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's remote New York City Council hearing on the Committee of Land Use. At this time, would all panelists please turn on their video? All staff and panelists, please turn on your video. To minimize any disruptions, please place electronic devices on vibrate or silent mode. Thank you for your cooperation. Chair Salamanca, we are ready to begin.
Thank you, Sergeant of Arms. Good morning. I am Councilmember Rafael Salamanca. I'm the chair of this committee. I would like to welcome my colleagues who have joined us today. We have been joined by Chair Moya, Councilmember Adams, Grodenchik, Perkins, Rivera, Deutsch, Ayala, Barron, Borelli, Powers, Chair Riley, Traeger, Kuhl, Councilmember Diaz, Ruben Diaz Sr., and Vanessa Gibson. Today, we will vote on several applications referred out for our subcommittees. But before we begin, I would like to recognize the committee council to review the remote meeting procedures.
Thank you, Chair Salamanca. I am Julie Lubin, counsel to this committee. Council members who would like to ask questions or make remarks should use the Zoom raise hand function. The raise hand button should appear at the bottom of the participant panel. I will announce council members who have questions or remarks in the order that they raise their hands. Chair Salamanca will then recognize members to speak. We ask that you please be patient if any technical difficulties arise today. Chair Salamanca will now continue with today's agenda items.
Thank you, Council. From our Landmark Subcommittee, today we will vote to approve LU 711, an application for the 110 Lenox Avenue ANCP cluster submitted by the Department of Housing and Preservation and Development. In addition to the Urban Development Action Area request and waiver of the requirements of sections 197-C and 197-D of the Charter. And Article 11, Private Housing Finance Law Tax Exemption, is requested for properties located at 110 Lenox Avenue, 128 West 116th Street, and 1971 7th Avenue in the Manhattan Council District represented by Councilmember Perkins. Our approval will facilitate the renovation of 4 city-owned buildings for the preservation of 55 affordable units of housing, including 37 cooperative home ownership units. We will also vote to approve preconsiders LU 717, the Landmark Preservation Commission Historic Landmark Designation of the Angel Guardian Home located at 6301 12th Avenue in Dyker Heights section, Borough of Brooklyn, and Councilmember Menchaca's district. The Angel Guardian Home was built in 1899 as an orphanage and was operated by the Sisters of Mercy as a branch of their convent in Clinton Hill. It was designated by George A. Streeton, a prominent architect of Catholic churches in New York City. The Angel Guardian Home's design was intended to express the importance of its social service mission. The building is a brick and limestone structure with details that resonate European architecture. Its grand civic scale and blend of style makes it stand out from the surrounding residential streetscapes. From our zoning subcommittee, we will vote to approve with modifications LU 712 and 713, the Court Theater Rehabilitation Project relating to property in Councilmember Powell's district in Manhattan. The application seeks a zoning text amendment and a special permit for property and special Midtown district. Approval will facilitate the rehabilitation and expansion of the existing Court Theater on West 48th Street. It would also facilitate the development of a new hotel building on the zoning lot, which would front on West 47th Street. The proposed text amendment would modify the theater rehabilitation provision for certain eligible zoning lots to allow bonus floor area to be used anywhere within the zoning, within such zoning lots. And the special permit would facilitate a comprehensive modernization of the Court Theater. The improvements include a range of operational and accessibility upgrades through the addition of a new structural annex, as well as interior preservation work throughout the existing Landmark Theater. A modification to zoning text will be to clarify and narrow the provision of the special permit. And with that, I will allow Councilmember Powers for comments.
Thank you, Chair Salamanca, and good morning, everyone. I want to say thank you for to Chair Salamanca and also Chair Moya for their leadership and help with regard to the application we're discussing here and voting on today. The Court Theater in my district is planning to go under a rehabilitation, and it's a project that since I've been in the council, they've been looking at and talking about. And today, it's an opportunity to actually bring this for a vote and help out a Broadway theater at a time where Broadway's lights are off, and they certainly need our help the most. This project would allow to create an additional FAR bonus based on a provision of the zoning resolution related to the theater district, and to allow them to transfer those developmental rights in exchange for and to allow for the rehabilitation of their theater. This project, as I noted, I think I first visited this theater 3 years ago, maybe almost 4 years ago at this point, right when it came into the council, and have been working on this project for the last few years, and really think it's going to be a good project for the city and a good project for Broadway, and part of our obligation to invest in the Broadway and our tourism sector here in New York City. I want to say thank you again to Chair Salamanca and Chair Moya, who both were helping me as we got to the sort of last legs of this project to make sure that we got it to the finish line. And I want to both say thank you and congratulate the folks at the Schubert organization for their work here. I know how important this project is to them, and they have worked diligently over the last few weeks to get this project to the finish line. And so I think in just a matter of time, we'll be able to turn the lights back on Broadway, but also be making here today an investment in one of the important organizations and the important theaters here in the theater district. So thank you. I encourage you all to vote aye. I'm very proud of where we are today on this project, and hope you all support it. Thank you. Back to the chair, Salamanca.
Thank you, Councilmember Powers, and congratulations again on your hard work on this project. We will also vote to approve the modifications pre-considers LU 720 and 721, the 42-0128th Avenue rezoning related to property in Councilmember Constantinides district in Queens. The application as proposed seeks a zoning map amendment and related zoning text amendment to facilitate the development of a new mixed-use building with approximately 54 dwelling units, approximately 16 of which would be affordable, as well as ground floor commercial use. A modification will be to strike MIH option 2 while retaining option 1. Members of the committee and members representing affected districts who have questions or remarks about today's items should use the raise hand button now. Council, will you announce members in the order that hands are raised?
Yes, Chair Salamanca, I'm looking for hands. I see no members with raised hands.
Okay, well, seeing none, I will now call for a vote in accordance with the recommendations of the subcommittees and the local members to approve LU 711 and 717, and to approve with modifications LU 712, 713, 720, and 721. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Good morning, William Martin, Committee Clerk, roll call vote, Committee on Land Use. All items are coupled. Chair Salamanca.
Again, I would like to congratulate Councilmember Powers on your hard work on this project, and I would like to vote aye on all.
Gibson.
My warmest congratulations to Councilmember Keith Powers and your district on a great land use item today. I vote aye on all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Barron.
I request permission to explain my vote.
Councilmember Barron to explain her vote.
Thank you, Chair Salamanca. I vote aye on all with the exception of 2 of the projects. And the reason that I'm abstaining on those 2 is because I think we're still not doing enough as a city to provide for housing that's affordable to those people who are at 60, 70, 80% of the AMI, which is where the bulk of the people in New York City are. So I vote aye on all with the exception of 711 and 720 and 721. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember.
Thank you, my apologies. Okay. Councilmember Deutsch.
Aye and all.
Koo.
I don't know, and congratulations to Councilmember Powers.
I'm sorry,
Thank you.
Mr. Clerk, can you please
Yes.
call Councilmember Traeger next?
Sure. Councilmember Traeger.
Thank you very much, Chair, for your help. I vote aye.
Thank you. Gorenchik.
Aye.
Adams.
Aye.
Ayala.
Councilmember Ayala? We'll come back to her.
Sure.
Am I being
Ruben
called?
Diaz.
Oh, she's on.
Yes, Councilmember Ayala.
I vote aye.
Thank you. Ruben Diaz.
I vote aye.
Thank you, sir. Moya.
Congratulations to Councilmember Powers on his work here today. It's a great project and you worked tremendously hard to make this happen. So congratulations to you. I'll be voting aye, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Rivera.
Aye.
Thank you. Riley.
Thank you. Congratulations to my birthday twin, Councilmember Powers. I would like to vote aye on all.
Okay. Borelli.
I vote aye. Thank you.
Councilmember Miller.
Vote aye.
Thank you. One moment. Councilmember Reynoso.
I vote aye on all. Thank you.
Thank you. And I don't see Councilmember Levin, so, okay. By a vote of 16 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, all items are adopted by the Land Use Committee with the following land use items 711, 720, and 721, which are adopted by a vote of 15 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 1 abstention. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to thank the members of the public, my colleagues, council, and land use staff for attending today's hearing. We will leave the roll open for 5 minutes. Thank you.
Sure.
Morning, Councilmember Levin.
Good morning. I apologize. I was on another call. Is there?
Vote is open for you.
Vote roll. Okay, I vote aye on all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Final vote, committee, land use. LUs 717, 712, and 713 are adopted by the committee. 17 in the affirmative, 0 the negative, and no abstentions. And land use items 711, 720, and 721 are adopted by the committee. 16 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 1 abstention. Thank you.
Thank you, clerk. I would like to thank the members of the public, my colleagues, and land use staff for attending today's hearing. This meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you.